this little creep. What is going on, guys? You're back with another video, and of course, we are doing a rebuild. This time, a fantasy rebuild of the Dolphins. We're going to be drafting as well, so this is an updated fantasy draft, of course, or fantasy rebuild. We got Mike Gesicki here. It should be noted that everyone is normal dev. However, we will edit some of the big names after the draft. So, everyone has the fair shot regardless. So, of course, YouTube's been screwing up. So, to find all my videos the moment they come out, you go to my channel, you subscribe, you click the bell, make sure it's on all, maybe even occasionally, who knows. There you go. Appreciate it. Also, the name, when you go to sleep when you're gassed. Adam Gase looks like a rape what? Hey, start your fantasy draft. So, it's been a long time since I've done a fantasy draft. Please not. There we go. That's what I want. Not top 10. It's been a long time since I've done a fantasy draft. And, of course, with these updated rosters, which I've never done one on, with this specific roster, might be a little tougher for me to pick the rounds right. But, of course, we should end up with the best team. Top 8. 7 were QBs. Of course, Ramsey at number 4. Great pick by the Texans. Honestly, if we're looking at this, best pick in the top 10, I would say. Marcus Peters gets drafted by his old team. Maybe a little bit of a reach when you got Khalil Mack there. So, if nothing has changed, the big need in the first and second rounds is cornerback. I almost said QB, which it is. But corner is the number one need. And looking at these players and their ages, based on that alone, the only corners I would really be willing to take in the top 2 rounds would probably be Lattimore or Darius Slay. I will say Stephon Gilmore, a little underrated, actually might be worth the pick as well. Overall, that's about it. Normally, I wouldn't go J.J. Watt, but I think I might. I actually think I might here. Normally, I'm never about it, but J.J. Watt is literally a freak of nature in sim. It's not easy to get a pass rusher. He's 28, 99 overall, 93 power moves. Really isn't great. I mean, I wish Bosa was there, but he's not. Got Jared Goff. I don't know. I said Dak Prescott, Deshaun Watson. I mean, I think the best value here is J.J. Watt. If you're looking back, if this was a user league, I would probably... Honestly, I might have went Mike Evans there, which, of course, the Bears did at number 37. The Packers landed a couple of good players right there. Slay went 25, so we would have almost stolen them right off of them. So, second round, pick 9. We can go QB. Do we want to, though? Hell no, obviously not. The first 2 rounds are very tough. I would assume Lattimore was gone, right? Lattimore is still there. I mean, I think this is a perfect placement. Marshawn Lattimore, that is a steal and a half in my opinion. Even quarterbacks like Keenum and Tannehill went. Wow, Brandon Cooks. So, with all these QBs gone, you would think, hey, QB is the move. Probably not. Probably not. Josh Allen might be there still later on. The big move, I think, is wide receiver, which, as of right now, is looking horrendous. Jarvis Landry still there, 24. I had a very tough time deciding who I wanted, and I think Adrian Amos is the best value because, allows us to decide, do we want... Ooh, so wide receiver. So, of course, Amari Cooper is the pick, 100% here. Do we want to play him at safety? Do we want to play him at corner? Gives us flexibility. Amari Cooper, our number 1 wide receiver. Very good pick there. Now here, I don't know what to go with. I would think pass rusher if it's there. Running backs are starting to go. I'm almost certain Hunter Henry would have been gone by now. Hunter Henry is here, top of the draft. He's a very good pick. Eric Ebron, another really good pick. See, I would say you have Evan Ingram here, and you have, a couple other tight ends, O.J. Howard somewhere in here, but I'm probably going to miss him if I do skip it. So a lot of the middle linebackers went, so I think the move would probably be Reuben Foster or Deion Jones. Now, of course, if we were looking at a user league, I would say Deion Jones. However, because this is not, Reuben Foster has a great chance of winning on Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's going to be my choice here. It really isn't. So, luckily we got Cooper because we almost really screwed up. We still screwed up because we don't have that great of receiving talent. And Hunter Henry's a talent and a half, but just can't use a pick on him. So I think we're going to go with the youngest available, which I would assume is Grady Jarrett. We're legit. Vita Vey. I mean, there's some really good DTs, though. DT's been hard for me to develop, so I'm going to go with Grady Jarrett here. Harold Landry, actually. Harold Landry might save us. What about TJ? So I'm right out the gate. I'm just going to go Harold Landry here. I don't think he pads up the value. Zach Martin at a 98 overall. So the QBs are still there. I really wanted Josh Allen to be a low overall because as of right now, there's really no reason for me to go Allen over Lamar Jackson anyways. Is there any, like, sleeper players here? Call me crazy, and I'm going to, say that I am crazy because it's a bit of a reach at this point. However, I really want Corey Davis here. He's developed in the past. Rookie player with 92 jump, good speed and all that. I don't think you can really go wrong with that pick, so that's who we're going to take. I mean, I've went with Lamar Jackson, like, just for, like, the rebuilds. I've turned him to a star player maybe 3 or 4 times now. Josh Allen, not even touched him once. Man, I don't know. This is a tough one. I'm going to reach for the guy that always gets me to 99 overall. Of course, needs several more. I haven't mentioned it, but I'm not going to allow player for player trading in this draft, in this rebuild. So there's that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with... if we're going to go best available, we're going to go Norwell, and then we're going to go with a safety, probably Carl Joseph. He's there. So I guess you have to take a middle linebacker at some point. Obviously, we have one already, but we're going to be looking for a couple more, of course. Where's Shaquille Griffin, by the way? I thought I saw him recently. Shaquem. I don't know why, but I'm slowly becoming like a super Roquan Smith fan. I'm going to go Roquan. I'm becoming a huge fan of his as a Packers fan. It's kind of brutal. Hope he turns out good, though. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, it matters to me, obviously, but obviously I want to see a cool player like him thrive. So Denzel Ward is going to be our pick here. This is our second, technically, corner. There it is, Brandon Sheriff. Boom. Raekwon McMillan, he's done well for me, so let's take a look at him, give him a shot. I'm not liking the zone and whatnot, but I like the age, so we're going Raekwon. Do we just go with Quentin Nelson anyways? Screw it, we're going to go with Nelson, finish our offensive lineup, and hope we have a QB and a running back. So we're going to go with a running back here, Darius Geis. I don't know if Saquon was there or not, but honestly, of the two, I'd rather have Geis anyways, so the Geister, we went with a new guy, which does give us the option to keep Lamar as our QB again. So 72 deep. So like it's just like Lamar is the better quarterback in general other than throw power. But I've never had a guy. I mean, it's been a while. So screw it. Josh Allen it is. Haven't had a guy like Josh Allen with that throw power before. And with that speed, ooh, good timing. Well, kind of. I don't know. No, actually great timing. What am I talking about? We're going to go with Settle because I think he's one of the best available players, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure we have somebody decent. I know they're all pretty much the same as they were the last 5-10 rounds, but Mike Gesicki, can't go wrong with a speedster like that. We were going to go with Mark Barron and move him to safety. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with Mark Barron and move him to safety. Gary and Connolly's still there. I think we're going to start stockpiling on corners in the hopes that some can play safety. Josh Jackson, and I think that'll be it for the cornerback spot. Go Ronnie Harrison. He's not a bad safety. Jimmy Ward will be my last pick, and that will be of the 42nd round, I believe. 42nd round, so going to spend the rest of the draft, see what we land. Of course, I did say no user or no player trades for player trades. However, draft pick trades are a different story. Will we have any value to trade for any? Highly doubt it, but of course, we will be getting rid of our own pick, even though that's not guaranteed a good thing. I always feel like I do a great job, but year one usually is very rough for us in the fantasy draft rebuild. Usually we go like 7-9 or something similar to that. So call it cheese, call it what you want. It is a fantasy at the end of the day. And I should probably allow myself to trade player for player. So looking at running backs, I like Geis. That's about it. Of course, offensive line, unless I made a mistake, I'm pretty sure I drafted a full team of starters. Yeah, I can see already right here. Just got to move Sheriff to left tackle probably, and Nelson maybe to center. Great team there. Marcel Reese might be our backup tight end. Maybe I trade him for a pick. Who damn knows? Obviously, I did end up grabbing Reese because I knew he could go to tight end decently. So wide receivers, maybe Ross does play number 3 because I don't know. Chark, Ross, we'll see. Defensively, I think a little bit less of a mystery as we know. We want... Ooh. Oh, no, I didn't get Chubb. Never mind. I know why I kept thinking I had Chubb. Harold Landry is going to be playing D-end, of course. Roquan probably plays right outside linebacker. Yeah, he plays right outside linebacker. He's very good at it, I think. Amos is an amazing safety. But do we play him at corner? I don't know. We have a lot of corner talent. I like the way we, drafted our team. I think we did a damn good job. Looking at free agents, I don't think there's going to be anyone here, obviously. We got Kuhn. Maybe I'll sign him to trade. I have no clue. Probably not, though. I mean, maybe Kuhn actually becomes the starter. Andrew Brown. Wow, a little bit of a steal here, actually. I'll take him. We got money on money. You think I'm worried? I honestly think I'm going to have Corey Davis as our number 3. Usually in our schemes, number 3 gets a little bit more success, and I kind of want him to be a better player than Chark. So I think that's what we're going to do there. Marcel Reese might be traded, but who knows? I mean, I would like to start Amos at corner, but I think we're going to just start. Let's take a look at Harrison and Reed. Are they good enough to start? Oh, actually, we have Mark Barron. Let's take a look at what he is as a safety. Of course, that could be another trade piece instead. But I think it will be a safety starting piece just for the first season. We'll see, though. I think he's going to be underwhelming. I think it's going to be a low overall. 83, I mean... The thing is, starting Amos at corner probably impedes Denzel Ward a bit. And, I mean, I think he's the future for us. Do we just start Amos and Barron? Screw, that's what we're going to do. Start Amos and Barron. Maybe look for a new safety in the future. Who knows? So we might have a couple of pieces to trade. Hopefully land ourselves another draft pick in the first round, of course. Will any of these players be tradable? I don't know. Probably not. There it is. Kuhn, Tolbert, and a third round for a first round pick. Definitely a good start. You know why. First and a 6 to move that. Second round and Britt, easy. Yep. I will say, this is probably not, I mean, obviously, wouldn't say the most fun, but it's one of the more fun, rebuilds I've done in a while. Normally, I'll be 100% honest with you, at this point in the year, normally when I'm doing these rebuilds, I'll check the clock a few times just to see how long I've been recording and, make sure obviously I have time for other stuff too, but this rebuild, I haven't checked the clock once, so, definitely a, God, what's that damn word? I always lose that word. Compelling is not the word, but it works here. A compelling rebuild. So normally I don't like to spoil it, but winning this game wins the division. The last 3 weeks have been really rough. The loss to the Patriots is unbelievable because they're 5-10. 5-10. Whoever loses this game might miss the playoffs. Look at the lack of DNs. Holy crap. This is the reason why I went with J.J. Watt, because it's actually very hard to, draft some of these pass rushing types, especially when there's no talent in there. Here it is, moment of truth. Come on. I don't care if we win the division. I just want the playoffs. And we did. We also had a bye week, so I mean, I assume we won. We did. Alex Smith was the MVP for the Saints. Interesting. Looking at this, a nice win over the Bills. Did that knock them out of the playoffs? So that's the question. I can't believe we got a bye week at 10-6. AFC must have been very weak. I guess to be fair, the whole NFL was weak. Look how close of a seed. I mean, we were number 2 in the league. Let alone, technically not number 2 because 11-5 beats 10-6. I don't know how we're number 2 there, but best team in the AFC somehow. Bills also made the playoffs. Where's the other team? The Broncos at 8-8 made the playoffs, which sucks because that was one of the teams we definitely had the draft pick from. Might have been the Bengals as well. Honestly, can't remember. Worst team in the NFL, though. Who was it? It was the Seahawks. Honestly, don't remember who we went with. I think we might have went Titans. Not sure. Just glad we didn't keep our own pick, of course. Take a look at the season stats. Moment of truth. Josh Allen. Lots of yards. 5,000. 33 touchdowns, 27 picks. That is bad pick total. Not a whole lot of touchdowns either. However, 5,000 yards, that could be offensive rookie of the year. I'm hoping to God it is. Darius Guy, 6 fumbles. That's rough. 8 touchdowns. Josh Allen, 2 touchdowns. No real backup numbers at all. Of course, I went with the Dallas playbook again. Chark, terrible season. Gesicki, not a bad season. Geis, receiving pretty good. And the most too important, Amari had a great season. Corey Davis, nice yardage. No touchdowns. Really didn't have a lot of touchdowns on the season. Brandon Sheriff, 19 sacks allowed. That's a lot. Defensive totals. Harold Landry, 17.5. That could be defensive rookie of the year. J.J. Watt, 14.5. Not bad. However, Reuben Foster here with 4 picks. That could be defensive of the year, player of the year as well, or rookie of the year. Roquan did very well. A lot of potential here for rookie of the year. And once again, like I said, Justin Tucker misses 8 out of 26 as the best kicker in the league. I don't even know why I drafted him. He just does so poorly for me for some reason. But yeah, let's take a look. Offensive yardage, number 6. Not a bad number at all. Defense, I can't really tell. Probably 20. Number 2. All right. Okay. Better than I thought. To be fair, we did do pretty well. And then points scored, 26. What was our points allowed? Number 1? Yeah, exactly. Number 2. Defense was a clutch. Player of the year, MVP anyways. Oh, thank God that's NFC, because looking at this right now, I think Josh Allen might be offensive player of the year or offensive rookie of the year. Defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt actually wins it. Let's see, offensive rookie of the year, Deshaun. I forgot Deshaun Watson's a rookie. We were number 3, actually, so whatever. Harold Landry, best defensive rookie. Kind of shocked it wasn't Reuben Foster. I'm not really sure that I'm mad, though. Defensive line, pass rush is a lot harder to get up than a linebacker is, so not really that mad, to be honest. Looking at everything else, Zach Martin wins an award. Harold Landry wins an award. Reuben was number 5. Was Deion Jones? I thought Deion Jones was there. Best DB, best kicker. Nothing really crazy there. We did get a bye week, which is actually insane in my opinion. I want to see... Wait, let's see. There's regressions. So, Carey... So, his awareness went down. Tucker sucks. Johnny Hacker... Wait, what was it? What do you want? 46 per? I don't know. I want to take a look at Alex Smith's season after this, though. The Bills. How fitting. Let's take a look at Alex Smith. See how well he did. Same with Deshaun Watson, actually. So Alex Smith was a Saint, I believe, right? Saints, 4,600 yards, 43 touchdowns, 10 picks. Really good season, actually. Not really an insane MVP season, but still good enough. I think Deshaun went to the Texans, actually, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't. Who the hell did he go to? Deshaun Watson. He's got to be up here, right? Deshaun Watson, 4,300 yards, 36 touchdowns, 11 picks. So the ratio is just really good, which sucks because we had a chance there. Had a great chance to make a play. $89 to their 88. Oh, I didn't even take a look at our XP. What am I doing? We have probably tons of XP. So Josh Allen, he didn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year. However, 24K is definitely workable. 38K for Cooper. That's a great season. Sadly, Corey Davis didn't really get a lot of XP, so wide receiver might be something we look for in the draft. Gaiseki, not great. Ramczyk, Nelson, and Norwell. Surprisingly, Norwell was amongst the youngsters with XP. Defense, Harold Landry, 57K. Probably the best DV, or D-end, rookie at least, in the league. And honestly, with this kind of XP, definitely don't expect to make the Super Bowl, but it's a decent look to maybe win in the next year. So we use all of our XP, and this is the team. Josh Allen, of course, not Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's going to impede him quite a bit, but still an 86 overall after 1 year. Not bad at all. It's like a 9-point upgrade. Gaiseki's an 84, so he's on his way to being a starting star tight end, hopefully. Had a pretty good season as well. Offensive line, we got this Jones guy who's going to be a great trade piece, more than likely, but no one's going to replace anyone on this offensive line other than money reasons. Receiving core could use one new guy. Running back, Geist didn't play too well starting of this first season, but he's an 85 overall. He's an okay player, so obviously he'll have a couple more chances. Harold Landry, absolutely insane, and honestly, starting to come back to me that he probably did play very well for us in the past. It looks familiar. It looks like a fitting thing for him. It's a good team. Is it Super Bowl worthy? It honestly might be, because I totally forgot that a lot of the other teams are going to look just like this, if not worse. So, who knows? Who knows? We're already +1 on them, and I would assume they used all their XP the moment it hit. So that sim probably gave them their updated overall without us getting our updated overall. So who knows? It could be a year 1. Either way, I'm glad we got rid of our picks. I think Broncos also made the playoffs. Could end up winning the Super Bowl. Who knows? Seki. Throw power. It's okay. There you go. Clutch up, son. Field goal. So down by 6. Defense makes a play, I believe. Ooh, they have Aaron Rodgers? I don't remember that. 3rd and 6 here. This is a tough decision. You know what? I'm going to believe in the AI. You know, it's year 1, so we're not in that much of a rush. Should not have believed in the AI. Should have went, well, I mean, we still have an opportunity. Got to kick no field goals. You got to get your touchdowns, man. I mean, I'm kind of glad I chose the AI's choice because right now we're up. Oh! Good decision. Rodgers threw a pick in the clutch. And they choke it. Got to trust the AI sometimes, I suppose. Somehow Rodgers choked it. Well, I mean, I guess it's the playoffs. Makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm a Packer fan. Can't yell at me. So Rodgers threw 1 pick in the game, and that was that one right there. Josh Allen threw 1 pick in the game. This must have been earlier in the game or something. I don't know how he would have done that. Geis, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen did fumble. That was on him. Not my fault. Blocking defensively. What do we got? Nothing at all. Picks, Ruben Foster and Corey Toomer. Kickers were good. Everything was a pretty clean game. We win the game, and we're on to the championship game already. I just hope it's not one of the teams we've taken a draft pick from. Like if this is the Broncos, I'm going to be devastated probably. I'm pretty sure that's the only team I know of that we have a pick from. And I'm starting to think the Chiefs might have been one of those teams as well. God damn it. So we're 92 to their 88. It seems like the average team is an 88 overall. So based on that average knowledge, it seems like we've done a good job so far. Of course, I find user draft fantasy drafts very easy to rebuild, even without trading for players. Gonna let the AI do its thing. See if we can get to the Super Bowl year 1. Who knows? Starting off very strong defense. Kind of held them a little bit. Start of the second quarter, they are driving, and they're going to score 14. It's tied up. Ooh, defense kind of struggles there. Start of the second half, it is going to be a tied game at 24. What a start. This would be one hell of a first half to watch. This is one hell of a game in general. This is a really good championship game. Running the ball quite a bit. Believing in Geis, and it works. 7-point lead at the moment. They're driving. Defense clutches up, and they turn the ball over. If we can keep the ball away, which so far we can, this could be a Super Bowl. I think it's a Super Bowl year 1. And with a pick, it is 45 to 31 into the Super Bowl year 1. That's kind of crazy. I mean, we usually do well, but not that well. Who is that? Is that Tamba Hali? No way. That can't be him. I'm sorry, number 54. I've got to see who you are. I have to. Josh Allen had a very good game. He threw 1 pick. It's all right, though. He had a very good game in general. Josh Allen had 2 rushing touchdowns as well. Mr. Touchdown, they call him. 6 touchdowns just for Josh Allen. Super greedy. It is what it is. Geis. To be fair, Geis did have 2 receiving touchdowns. It all evens out. No sack total, surprisingly. Picks. KJ Wright had 1. Denzel Ward had 1. And Mark Barron had 1. Tucker, of course, misses a kick. But luckily, it didn't matter as much as last game. So who the hell is number 54? That's not Hightower, is it? Maybe that's why he wears the headband? That is... I mean, okay. It's just shocking, you know? I didn't expect to see that today. I don't think anyone was prepared for what we saw. Ooh, the Saints. We knew they were going to be a good roster, man. We knew it. Did we actually? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm thinking of seeing him on the MVP thing. Let's go to news, see the draft stories. So, nope. Let's take a look at their route to the Super Bowl. Of course, it's a little different than other rebuilds because we don't know exactly what team is what. You know, what it matters. So really, this is completely pointless. I guess we get to see how much they won by. Very close games. Into the Super Bowl. Good start on the defense, and a good start for them on defense. Who's going to score the first points? No one yet. Yay, we do with 3. They get a 4-point lead, however. Very solid drive there. Very impressive. Start in the second half, and we are going to be down 1, which is completely doable. Good play there. It's a tied game at 21 all. We do screw up. Down by 3 with ball, I believe. doesn't matter anymore because that ball is theirs. And 62-yard rushing touchdown for RBT. I mean, Christian McCaffrey. Could you imagine someone use that as an insult? Hey, RBT, you look like Christian McCaffrey. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, come on. There's the Super Bowl for you. You look like a rich guy that's good at football. Yeah, he's pretty handsome. You piece of you something. I don't know. But, of course, the most important thing is we maybe lost. Not saying we did. We just maybe lost. Yeah, we lost. So disappointing. Alex Smith wins the MVP of the regular season, and he wins the Super Bowl, which is the biggest MVP anyone needs, because that's nice. Sanu wins not another, actually. Falcons didn't win that Super Bowl, did they? Sorry, Sanu. But, hey, you won one here with the Saints. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at who their MVP was, Bobby Wagner. And that's all I need to know. 2 picks. Okay, so, I mean, it might have been coincidence that he's the highest overall on their team as well, but definitely deserved it. Speaking of not deserving things, us winning the Super Bowl, Josh Allen, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Yeah, I don't think so. Darius Geis, 107 yards, 1 fumble. Christian McCaffrey balled out, man. 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. Had a really nice game. Could have debatably been him for MVP. He was actually really solid. DJ Chark finally came alive. Obviously, I can't really say obviously because number 2 receiver, he should do well on this team. Gary and Connolly had our only pick. Clinton Dix had 1. Bobby, of course, with 2. We knew that. And yeah, that's a loss. Not a bad first season, though. Didn't really expect to even come this close. Didn't even expect to have a bye week at 10-6, but we did. Hey, it seems to be a week to conference. Who knows? Back-to-back? Maybe. Let's take a look. So, negotiations. We have like 16 players to negotiate. Looking at the first list here. Ooh. We're going to have to sign Jamarco Jones. He has quick dev as well. We're going to have to sign him because of that XP he has. Thank God he signed because we need to get rid of him. So free agents, we have about 56 mil, which also means most other teams, if not all of them, will have 56 mil, meaning nobody will be here except for Brandon Williams, who's a good DT, and in this market would probably get paid 12 mil a year. Got AP in here. I mean, you're not really going to get many chances at decent players, so potential decent backup here might have to give him a shot, even though our backups never get anything in the Dallas scheme. How old is Brandon Williams? He's 29. He only wants a 2-year deal. Yeah, what the hell am I doing? I'm taking him. So we have pick number 6, number 14, and number 15, and there was 3 corners taken in the top 5, and Fitzgerald was number 1 overall. Looking at the variable players, of course, I mean, you have a guy like Harvey Horn, who's still, definitely worth it. Elliott, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I like him, but do I want him? I mean, we could wait another season, kinda. I mean, let's take a look at the other safeties. There was this Morris George guy in the 4th round that I think definitely could be pretty good, so I think I'd be willing to just let us wait. Yeah, there we go. So now, next year, 7th for this. With this year. Decent trade. Let's see what they trade up for. Maybe a safety. I don't know. Yeah, Elliott. I mean, it's a good trade up. They definitely would have got him there. So, the wide receiver we want is a late first. However, we're seeing a lot of the positions go. We're going to reach a little bit and just make sure we get our wide receiver. Sergio Sanu, 81 overall, 90. Not 90. Normal dev, 90 speed, 93 excel, 91 jump. The 3 stats you want. This 9th ranked player in the draft. And guess what? Took him at 9. That changes things, actually. We're going to take him. Kirk Conrath, an insane overall of 83 overall. Number 2, true talent. Slow dev, though. Depending on his zone coverage, 68 zone. Long Garner should be a starting player for us. 77 overall, quick dev anyways, not normal. Not a bad pick. 5'10", 22 years old. At least at number 3. Don't know about number 2, but definitely number 3 at minimum. And a mid-4th, I think, puts us at 84. That's my thoughts. Frank Madden, how you doing? You're ours. Oh, damn! He's actually good. Superstar Dev, 94 speed, 90 excel, 22 years old, 6 foot tall, 34th pick, projection or talent-wise, took him 140. Looseness only 83, of course, but he's a pretty good player. It's kind of shocking that actually worked out for us. I'll take it. Didn't even know we had a 5th or 7th. 5th, yeah. So not a bad draft. I don't even know if we ended up getting anything for the future because most of the picks we ended up trading back up for anyways. So draft recap. We spent a number 9, a 15 in the first round. So 2 good picks. Sanu probably starts at number 2. Conrath, good linebacker. I don't think he starts, but he'll be a backup at literally every single position. Garner, number 2, number 3, one of the two. Morris George, released maybe. Frank Madden, clearly a number 2, maybe even number 1. Who knows? Maybe we get wild. You know? Maybe I put an extra ice cube in my drink. Risky, I know. I thought it said 72 overall. I thought they completely busted at number 2, which I honestly don't think I've ever seen. So it's good to keep that, the constant. Hawker, not a bad player. Realistically, the player I'd be wanting to look at is this Fitzgerald wide receiver, I believe was taken number 1 by the Seahawks. Here's the DN that was supposed to go in the 3rd. Great player. Well, linebacker, but for the Jags, of course, he's going to be a DN. Brian Body, I think he might have been the fastest tight end. Really good pick there. Souls, not a bad pick either. Jets, really good pick. Really good draft anyways. Babbers, not bad. Murdoch, cool-ass name, I will say that. Naquan Elliott, normal dev, 80 overall. A really good pick. Definitely would have, if I could, I'd probably take it back. Brian Bennett, normal dev, 75 overall though, so even though his Excel really sucks and same with his agility, he's okay, I guess. I mean, that's a good pick in the second round, of course. Jamarcus Fitzgerald, very fast player, 78 overall. Of course, his team is making him look bad, but he's a very good pick. Wouldn't regret, I'm not regretting what we let go because number 1 overall, that's a lot to get up to. Did an okay drafting. We really didn't draft anyone, though, that necessarily is going to make a huge difference. Maybe Sanu, I guess. I mean, really, not anyone. Honestly, Frank Madden might be one of our biggest gains. Of course, Garner is a great player, but Ward has done enough, I think. So unless he can play safety, he'll probably play number 3 corner, which I don't know if he can play safety. Probably not. Time to upgrade this Jamarco Jones guy. Maybe even get a second round or better off of him, or as a trade piece for a first round pick. Not a bad player actually. 82 overall. Definitely not bad. Definitely worth the re-sign. I say. Roquan's nice though because he's an 83 middle. It says, and he goes all the way up to an 87 as an outside player. JJ Watt on this roster. I don't know if it's the guy is doing, but not a great player, to be honest. I just automatically assumed he's going to be a star, which, to be fair, he plays well still, which is all that really matters, but not the greatest of overalls, to be honest. His stats lacking a little bit. Honestly, I think we're going to start that DN that's kind of a pass rush hybrid. He looks good enough. I know he's slow dev, but he's already just as good as Raekwon. I know Raekwon's technically 2 years younger, but there's something about this guy, and he seems good. I mean, don't get me wrong, slow dev is really rough, but if he wins Defensive Rookie of the Year, that's at least normal, maybe even better dev. And the biggest part is he'll get a ton of XP, so even, screw the dev. Just in general, he'll be able to upgrade himself nicely. He'll be at least an 85, 86 overall, even if he has slower normal. Doesn't really matter. Also curious to see maybe Raekwon could play some safety. Who knows? Maybe that's the move. Maybe Raekwon was always going to play safety for us, even though he's slow as hell. Let's take a look at him as safety. 80 overall safety. I mean, I think that's a safety. So Jones in a 5th round for a 2nd round pick. Should John Ross is tradable to one team. Maybe that one team has a bad pick. Or a good pick for us, I guess. 4-6 and Ross for a 3rd. Big trade for them. That's a huge win on their part. Milano in a 2nd should get it done. There we go. Good trade for us. I have no idea what pick is which, so I'm going to take a look at what teams we have. I don't think we own our own first. I think we traded last season for was it the Jags right away? Seahawks, Cleveland, and Rams. So the Rams, unless Tom Brady retired, probably not a good choice. Tom Brady did not retire. Let's try this again. Not that it's going to matter because we're probably going to be done after this season. Number 1 and 7 next year for the Rams first round pick. So looking at our team, we have Cleveland. Let's take a look at Cleveland's roster. Matt Ryan, Latavius. I don't know about that now. We have Cleveland, and our other pick is, of course, the Rams. So number 12 and 20, definitely expendable. Okay, that's rather have Jimmy Ward than a 5th round. Whatever. Let's move the team around a little bit. Release some players we need to. Actually, sign a few players too. We're actually kind of thin. Start who we need to start. Do the practice, whatever, and get on with it. So for some reason, we already had to re-sign our kicker and punter. A 6-year, $24 million deal seems quite high. We pretty much have to give him the deal. Punter, Johnny Hecker, however, he didn't play too well, and punting isn't nearly as important, so we're going to let him go. Going to let Marcel Reese go. Probably should have tried to trade Jakeem, because at this point, he seems like he's going to be too expensive. Going to let Justin Reed go. Rickard, and I don't know if it's supposed to be Richard, but it just seems like it's spelled Rickard. Hacker and Jakeem still up for debate. Simming to the playoffs. We, of course, have the Sim XP on for scouting. Not really too worried about the draft. We have lots of picks, but nothing really worrisome on our roster for needs. 9 and 7 only. All right, so Josh Allen went off. We still only went 9 and 7. We did win the division, though. However, regular season. Okay, I mean, hey, playoffs are playoffs. AFC luckily is very weak. Dalvin Cook is the MVP over a guy who made history. Really. I'm going to have to see this. I'm going to have to see this season by him. Sanu, much better than Shark had. Geis did pretty well. Gaiseki did well. Cooper did very well. Corey Davis did better than he did last season. Sheriff slightly better than last season. Sack totals not as great, but still good numbers or decent numbers. Pick totals, pretty horrendous if we're being honest. Tucker after the contract, 2 out of 22, much better. Kick returning, Jakeem did all right, I suppose. Guess we'll take a look at yardage, number 2. Defense, we were number 2 last season. We are number 25 this time, okay. Points scored, all the way up to number 9. That's a huge increase. Defense was number 2 last season. 26. So I don't know how we did worse on defense, but it is what it is. Dalvin Cook MVP over Josh Allen. Should not have been the case at all. And because he was on the AFC side, we lose a bunch of awards as well, which is cool. Defensive Rookie of the Year, no. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no. Josh Allen was best QB, of course. Cooper's number 2, best wide receiver, best line again. And that's the only awards we're going to win. Let's take a look at this damn Dalvin Cook season. Who was it again? The Raiders? So Dalvin Cook rushing. Holy crap, he had a great season. And they had a backup? Really? How did Jared Goff hit 4,000 yards? That's insane. 1,800 yards rushing, 23 touchdowns. He had 600 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. Holy crap, he actually had an amazing season. Take a look at whatever XP we have. 43K for Josh Allen, good enough. I wish it was MVP, but it wasn't. Corey Davis finally gets that big XP boost. Cooper did well as well. Offense should look pretty great. Defense, nobody got like anything. Well, everybody got nothing really. Those are the words we were looking for. Well, here's the team we're going into against the Bengals with 90 overall running back, 95 QB. Receiving core is starting to look pretty solid. O-line almost maxed realistically here. Gaiseki not really upgrading himself too well, but he's playing well, so that's good. Ward 85 overall, Lattimore 92. Amos 94. McMillan's up to an 83. Linebacking core, very good. So with that D-line especially, this is probably the best team in the league, right? Now 96 at 86. We have a 96 overall. It's year 2 postseason in a fantasy draft. Come on now. Give us the Super Bowl. 9 and 7 with this team? Are you serious, EA? Calm yourselves. I could run the wrong scheme and still do better than 9 and 7 with this team. Get out of here, EA. I'm sick of it. So starting this game off, we were on defense first, giving up 7, only get 3 on our drive. Second quarter here, down by 4, and they're going to go up by 11. Start of the second half, we will be down by 4. I mean, it could have been worse, but definitely could have been better. We are finally going to get a lead, probably. Finally getting a lead, I believe. Actually, I don't know. They might have gotten lead. We might have the lead first. Either way, down by 3, not ideal at this point. Offense getting going, up by 4, 7 minutes left. Come on, defense. I don't know how the defense is so bad compared to year 1, but it is. Offense is doing very nicely in the fourth quarter here, and we take the lead back again. A little bit of a seesaw in the fourth. This is your chance, defense, and they do it. Come on, offense. Come on, offense. It's the most desperate playoff game I've ever had. We won 33-29. I can't believe how close that game was. It should not even have come close to that close. Josh Allen versus Baker Mayfield, and Josh Allen wins. Baker Mayfield with 2 rushing touchdowns. Geis had a decent game. David Johnson was solid. Receiving, Amari Cooper went straight off. Defensively, sack totals, Harold Landry with 1.5. Watt with the half. No picks. Tucker 2 for 2. Good stuff. Going against the Browns, thankfully we traded their pick because they are liars. 96-85. It seems like the playoffs are even worse this year than last year. But hey, almost lost to those Bengals who were really bad. So here comes the actual loss to the Browns. Can't wait. Starting the game off with 3. Defense does well. We are up 10-0. It's more like it. I like this game a lot better than the first one. Call me crazy. Defense is doing a very good job. Offense, struggling a little bit, but getting the points that we need. And they do score 7 before half. Nice big win there for them. However, we are up 20. Defense just has to hold on. I mean, the offense just wastes as much time as you want. I don't think I need to worry. Okay, we're going to slow this thing down now because, of course, yeah, now we need to worry. As long as we don't turn it over, though, we should win, and we do. So a 10-point victory. Going on to the championship game, we beat Matt Ryan there. Josh Allen, another decent game. Did throw 2 picks, though, which is obviously a no-no. Deshaun Jackson on a run. Somehow, what? He fumbled. Got a touchdown, all on 1 attempt with 0 yards. I don't even know. My guess is, wow, Tucker, could you not miss? My guess is he received the ball, fumbled at the 1 or something, recovered it for a touchdown, I guess, and it counted as a rushing touchdown. I really don't know. It's a wild one. Definitely wild. Here it is. Who is it going to be against? It is the Raiders, the guys that stole our award. 96 to their 87. Technically the best team, I think. Unless the Bengals were 88. Can't remember. They do have Dalvin Cook, and it appears they have an amazing offense. So, something to be worried about, especially since each game we're struggling. That game we had a great first half, and we almost choked it away. Only won by 10 after being up by 20 in the first. So, I mean, that's kind of expected. You want to hold the game out, but it was a lot closer than it should have been, in my opinion. So let's see that not be the case in this match, hopefully. Make it back to the Super Bowl. That'd be cool. Starting off a decent drive. 3 points as usual. Defense gives up 7. Start of the second quarter. I mean, defense done well there. It's just, you can't be perfect. We miss an extra point, which is always cool. We can't score a touchdown from the 1, which is always cool. And start of the second half, we're up by 2. Nice huge run for Dalvin. I can see why he dominates. Start of the fourth, it's looking like we're going to be down, and we are down by 4. It's a close matchup between 2 great teams. 1 yard short, and we punt it. Could be the game right there. Oh, they're going to say that they didn't get it. Uh-oh, penalty. 3rd and 9, clutch play for 15. Come on, lads. There we go. Down the field. Please. No, we're down by 1 with 5 minutes left. I don't think you can trust the defense in that scenario, man. Guess you can. I'm wrong. Kind of wrong. We got a chance, and there it is. Up by 3 with 50 seconds left. The Raiders are making a good job of it, though. 6 seconds left, and we're headed to overtime. Come on, offense. At least, no. And we go. Did we get blocked on a punt? Well, no Super Bowl for us this year. 36-30. That's so cool, dude. The best team by far. We struggled against every team, and we lost against one of them. That's really awesome, dudes. I'm so proud. Hey, Tucker, you missed the kick. Good job, man. I'm so proud of you. Oh, wow. You missed it. Oh, well, wait a minute. So you missed an extra point. Does that count as a field goal then? I don't know. He just missed a field goal and an extra point. You know, the extra point that would have avoided overtime. Wow. Why is Justin Tucker so bad in Sim? He's literally trash. With, like, he's pretty much max kicking accuracy and power. Why is he so bad? So, of course, Johnny Hacker wants a contract. He's not going to get one. See you later. See you later, Richard, whatever your damn name is. 3-year, $10 million deal. Damn it. Can't. I'm sorry. I really want to, but I can't. Let's take a look at free agents. 42.42 mil. Johnny Hacker is the best in here. Marquise Pouncey is the second. Third is our fullback. Half of our players are the best in this draft, or this free agent class anyways. Abdullah, not a bad pick there for the Steelers, actually. Good pickup if they can get him. College players, I mean, realistically, once again, do we need anyone? Don't think so. Maybe a safety, I guess. I don't know. Maybe a safety because I'd move Amos down. Safety is the move, I suppose. Safety, maybe a tight end. I'm just going to scout safeties. Scout every single one of them. Well, maybe that's not something I need to worry about. Game pretty much took care of that. The guy actually looks like he has potential. Definitely worth the pick. I'm just going to go back to auto scouting because, once again, there's literally nothing I could use that already, especially that already hasn't been scouted as well. It's into the draft. Have a lot of picks probably, so unless I want to get greedy, I'm not really seeing much to go for. Number 1 overall pick, so the Seahawks did go back-to-back, I think. It's number 27, though. So number 1, 27, and what was the other one? Number 6, all right. Best available, Fisher Hart, apparently. Zach Ratcliffe, no. Davey, who's still in the Navy. Got a cornerback that is better zone than man. Could be a guy. Whoa. Whoa. I mean, his potentials tell me he's not even that good, but look at the combine on that man. Holy crap. He did well. If this Hatchet guy was faster, I'd probably go with him, but he's not super fast, so he's not really that intriguing to me. There's actually some really good players in this draft, I can't lie. Miles Fluker is actually a really sick tight end. This is an insane draft. Sucks we don't need anyone. This is a really, really good draft. I'm actually very impressed. See, you can't go number 1 when you got a guy like this. You got a guy like that who's looking better than the other guy, debatably at least. So, with the needs lacking, but the draft picks of plenty, I think we're going to go to number 6 and grab DeMar Flynn. And then move to, is it at the 2nd round? So yeah, move back into like number 16. So number 1, let's trade down. We're going to do the whole thing, you know. If you guys do these drafts and you cheese like I do, if you have the opportunity to, you know the whole thing, which is go down from number 1 to number 2. They don't have a lot to trade for here, but grab everything they got. Bam, easy. Then you find who number 3 is, because they will pretty much match that offer. I don't know why. But number 2 and 3 is insanely high value to every team involved. Even if they're number 2 and 3 already, you know. Moving up one spot, they'll trade the whole team away. That's the best pick there, for sure. Great player. Top 2, I would say, in the class. Hatchet, I think, will be great, but Flynn's the better pick. 81 overall, normal dev. Looking really solid. Can he play safety? That's the question. The answer is probably yes. Number 27, Brandon Williams to the Packers for their 16th pick. Linebacker should be there, which I believe he is. Honestly, not sure what we're even going to do with this guy, but he's the best available. So Howard Bentley, early second, superstar dev, 78 overall, star pick, obviously. Decent zone. I'm not sure what the hell we're going to do with him, though. Honestly, there really wasn't much that I wanted to look at other than whoever traded up for that linebacker. I can't remember who it was. I think it was the Seahawks. We gave him a free pick, pretty much. Flynn at number 6, normal dev, great player. Bentley, superstar, really good player. 87 speed, 90 excel, 87 agility. I kind of underwhelmed this pick, actually, when we got him. I really wasn't too hyped, but holy crap, he's actually insane. He's really good. Fluker, 81 overall. I mean, I don't know what he starts as in user league, clear-cut starter. In this league, I think Gaiseki has earned his role decently enough. Rofe, we're going to go with him, and he's pretty good. Philip Sandy, a little bit of a steal there. I think I was going to look at the Seahawks, and that's pretty much it. Watt Tompkins, not bad. Let's go to the Seahawks. Let's take a look. 79 overall for Hendricks. Normal dev, 88 speed, 89 excel, 86 agility, 89 jumping. A big upgrade versus our guy, and a big one as well, like 11 stamina. So the small stuff, but it really does matter. Guy was better than our guy. Hobbs, quick dev. I don't know how the hell these guys keep slipping me up, but he did. That's unfortunate. And we're going to go on to our last season here. Hopefully this season will be the one. So Flynn plays a 76 overall safety, so he'll be a backup, but definitely not a starter. Need a new kick returner, and then pretty much that's it. I mean, give away some of those picks, like I said, but that's pretty much all we need. Obviously, every single season, we're pretty much the favorite to win. We just don't. You know, which some would say is probably not good. So we're going to go Fiegels and put him at a DN. Is a punter anyways, not a DN. Be a very interesting career change there. I don't even, that one time I looked at the trade block, I don't even know why I did. I said that we were going to not allow player trades, so I don't know what the hell I did that for. Zuda, I would say we have money, but we really don't because we're going to have to sign a lot of these guys back soon. We did move J.J. Watt to DT as well, just FYI if you don't see him. Well, you should see him. He'll probably be there somewhere. Well, here's the starting lineup for this more than likely final season. Doesn't really matter who starts where at wide receiver anymore. So this is where we're going to rock with. Gaiseki is an 88 overall. Offensive line, very close to max, like I said. Sheriff really not getting much XP as a left tackle, which is unfortunate, but it happens. Bentley will be the new right outside linebacker. Should be right up there in the 90s with the rest of them. Maybe even right up there with Roquan at 93 in a moment. McMillan, I feel like this is going to be the season he might get to 88, 89. Ward hopefully gets to a 90. Garner will be the number 3, of course. And, this is pretty much the team we're looking at. I mean, it looks pretty solid to me. I don't see why it shouldn't be a Super Bowl roster. Back-to-back years could be tripler. Is it going to be 3 straight losses, though? That's the question. Wait, did we make it to the Super Bowl last year? Yeah, we did, didn't we? I think we did, actually. Who did we lose to, though? I don't remember. 4-0 preseason. That's a good start. So we have a tough series to deal with here, which is a series of unfortunate contracts. So Quentin Nelson, screw you. 6-year, $140 million deal. Obviously, he's worth it. Wait, his throw power went down too? Trash. Let's get Geis for a 7-year deal. Knock that out now. Boom. Gaiseki. Perfect timing. 5-year deal for our prototype tight end. Gary and Connolly, don't know. Tim Settle, don't know. DJ Chark, don't know. Actually, now we do know about Settle. He's worth it. Connolly, though, don't know. Obviously, Quentin, I want him. DJ Chark, maybe. Josh Jackson, no. All these guys, probably a no. To the playoffs. Let's see what we got. Should be the playoffs. I mean, we made it twice in a row. Should be 3. It is. And Josh Allen finally wins MVP. The Patriots came alive 10-6. They went from worst in the division, slowly better, and then God tier. not really God tier, but 42-7 for the last 2 games. Very impressive. Josh Allen, MVP. Let's see. He almost had it last season, but he didn't. This year, another great season. Great touchdowns. Really good picks. Obviously being down. Darius Geis, 13 touchdowns, 1,300 yards, 4.1 per carry. Frank Madden got involved a little more this season. Fluker had 3 rushing touchdowns as a tight end. Maybe they played him at fullback, I guess. I don't know. Cooper, great season. Sanu, great season. Corey Davis, pretty solid. Gaiseki, a little bit worse than normal. Sack totals, Sheriff, pretty much shaved off 4. Actually, I think he physically shaved off 4 sacks allowed per season. So it's good to see someone getting better, at least, at the hardest position on the line. Harold Landry did all right. Conrad did very well. And Watt did very well as a DT. So really good season. And Marshawn Lattimore, clearly defensive back of the year. Tucker, 3 out of 13. That's tough. Fiegel's not bad. Kick returning, nothing. Punt returning, nothing. So offensive yardage, number 1. Very high offensive yardage throughout this rebuild. Defense from 25 to number 2. That's what I'm talking about. Points scored, probably number 1. It is. And points allowed, top 5, hopefully. Number 2. All right, so perfect. Number 1, number 2. So we had MVP, of course. Offensive Player of the Year, of course. Defensive Player of the Year, Van Der Esch over Watt. And I don't know why Lattimore's not up there, but he isn't. Fluker, number 2. Almost got number 1 as a backup tight end. All right. Bentley, number 2 to Ducasse. That sucks. Josh Allen did well. Geis at number 5. Best receiver, number 3. Number 6. O-line. Quentin Nelson wins it over Zach Martin. All 5 of our linemen on the board. Watt at number 2. Linebacker, no. DB, of course, Lattimore. So with such an amazing season, we actually missed out on quite a few awards still. Advance of the week. See where our opponent is. It is the Raiders. Ugh. God damn it. Sanu, tons of XP. Offensive line, any backups maybe? Not really a whole lot of offensive line XP. However, Josh Allen will be easily a 99 overall. Defense, I guess McMillan's not going to get the XP I thought he would. Conrath was okay. Surprisingly, at this point in Lattimore's career, he still got 55K for that season. I'm actually a little shocked. That's actually really awesome. So the final postseason for this team looks like this. Josh Allen has a 98 overall plus 1. 93 plus overall receivers, 190s in the receivers. Gaiseki, not a bad overall. Offensive line, once again, insane. Defense, D-line is really good. Grady Jarrett only upgraded himself once. This is why I went with Grady Jarrett, because DT is so hard to upgrade in this game. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's just so tough. Conrath, he did end up upgrading himself pretty nicely over time. Roquan Smith is nice. Bentley, 88 overall. Without Defensive Rookie of the Year is not a bad way to go. McMillan's an 87. DBs in general are great. Denzel Ward never really developed at all. But hey, we're looking like a top-tier team, and I don't see why we shouldn't at least get back to the Super Bowl. 96 to their 92, so these teams are getting pretty good. So there it is, back and forth, back and forth. I don't even know where it's going. They are up 3, start of the first quarter, though. Defense is doing its job. Offense finally doing its, or theirs. Start of the third quarter, we're going to be down 3. Okay, so I was hoping it would have been tied, but down 3, tied up at 13 all, down by 3 again, up by 4, start of the fourth. Can we win this game? A huge touchdown as a big win. Picks both sides, back-to-back picks. Up by 8, it's looking promising. 3rd and 6, penalty on Frank Clark, and that's got to be game. Offense is too much for him here. Fourth quarter, we came alive, and we win 41-27. Good win. Jared Goff is their quarterback, I think. Josh Allen threw 2 picks. Good job. That's the MVP. I love it. Darius Geis with 2 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook with none. Pretty good there. Receiving, actually, not bad. Finally, Grady Jarrett gets involved a little bit. Raekwon McMillan was the only pick on our team. Kicking, both kickers were perfect. It's really, really irrelevant since we won by quite a bit. But hey, the Raiders are a tough team, and winning against them probably means we have a good chance of it this season. Maybe we'll get to a 97 overall after the sim. 13-3 Jags. So if we can beat this team, I don't see why we can't win the Super Bowl. 96 to their 91. We have hit the 3-hour mark on the recording, so bam, there's that. So to the first, 7-point lead. 7-all is the score. 14. Oh, Jesus, a lot of scoring. There was like 3 touchdowns in the matter of like 2-3 minutes. So the second half, a little bit better than last week. We are up by 10. Offense just needs to coast. That's okay. That was going to happen, but they scored, and then we scored another big touchdown. I don't know who's getting these huge scores, but I appreciate you, and keep doing that. 34-21, 37-21. Unless a miracle happens, it's going to be a win. Ooh. Maybe they don't need a miracle. They only need a minute. Can they do it? They can't. 37-29 into the Super Bowl. Who is it going to be against? Give me the Saints? I don't know. Don't care about this crap. Super Bowl is all that matters. 2 touchdowns, no picks. Cam Newton did very well. Geis was good again. Todd Gurley was better. Is it Amari Cooper doing all the work again? It is. Amari Cooper having a nice gainer there. Harold Landry did well. Jared did great again. Marshawn did very well. Hopefully I didn't call him Marcus Lattimore in all this game. Don't know why I would, but I think I've done it in the past, so I apologize. I can assure you, if I don't make a joke of the name, then I probably accidentally missaid the name. If I don't make a joke out of the name. The Rams. Is this a Tom Brady-less Rams team? It is. So, Edna over here. Ina. Good old Edna took the Rams to the Super Bowl right after Tom Brady retired. Once again, Tom Brady, of course, the system quarterback that he is, proves it right there. I mean, obviously, a Madden sim proves a real-life suspicion. Always. I mean, clearly. 96 of their 90. Definitely not the best roster we face, so unless Edna wants to ruin my life, I think we'll have our first win. 1-2 over the last 3 seasons. Be rough, but a win is a win. Or we'll go in 3 and, kill or something. Here we go. We get the ball first. I don't want that, but it's going to happen. So accept it and move on and win your lives. Starting off struggling, but we did get score 7. Defense is doing a great job so far. Start of the second quarter. We look like we're going to take a 2-touchdown lead. We don't. Why would we? Only up by 3 now, and we're down. Okay, we're up again. And start of the second half, we're up by 3, which I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Up by 10 now. Defense doing well. Up by 17. It's not over because they have a chance to score here, which they do. Only 3. Up by 14. They can make a stop, which they do. Definitely have a chance. And defense locks up. And that will be the first and only Super Bowl for this team right here. 38-17. About damn time. We're negative. We have a negative record in the Super Bowl. And the win came against a Rams team led to the Super Bowl by a 1 year removed Tom Brady. And Edna. We barely won to Edna. Not really, 21-point lead, but still. It's funnier to say we lost to Edna, because I don't know who Edna is. Good old Ina over here lost the game. It was only a 79 overall, so pretty impressive to just get there in general. They're celebrating with our QB, talking to him. It's not how it works. I wish they would stop with the fake sportsmanship. Super Bowl MVP, 5 tackles, 2 sacks. I mean, it makes more sense than some of the ones I've seen, so who knows? Who is Jackson? I don't know. I really don't know. Michael? Could be. But hey, we win. 13-3 season, I believe, versus, 11-5 Rams. Josh Allen looks like he's pushing 35. 35, maybe? He's looking old. Definitely looking old. And it scares me. But win is a win, and that's all that matters. Geis, I couldn't find a face for him. To be fair, I didn't really look too hard. Look through 2 skin tones, and that is it. Super Bowl champions. Woo! So Josh Allen, of course, has to throw his 1 pick. Reed Edna. Did not throw a pick. Saquon Barkley, all right. Geist, 2 touchdowns, outperformed Saquon. Cooper was all right. Defensively, sack totals, Conrath, Harold Landry, Bentley. So good sack totals on our side, none for them. Eric Kendricks with a pick. I mean, that's the Super Bowl. Nothing really more to it, I suppose. So that's a win. I will sim it 1 week because in case we want to come back to this. Could be like a 5-6 straight Super Bowl trip rebuild. And I want to keep the record on that for the future. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, let me know with said comment. You know, whatever challenge for rebuilds, what if experiment ideas, let me know. Of course, we're less than 30 days away from Madden 19, so you might see a little bit less content on the channel, maybe a little bit less rebuilds. Who knows, honestly. I think the next rebuild we do for challenge-wise would probably be that 20-year rebuild that someone keeps sending in the comment section. Maybe. Some sort of future rebuild, though, I would say. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys come back for the next video. Of course, if you're sick of Madden at this point and you're waiting for Madden 19, I have a second channel, top line in the description. But until next video, see ya!